Welcome back guys to the second video of this PFT-EdgeBook Masterclass, and in this video I want to explain you everything about the terminal by itself. So maybe you've already known that the EdgeBook is just one part of the terminal, and the reason behind the things we provide is quite simple. Me and Phil were sick of always having to have different softwares open. Like there was the journaling, which was previously done on Notion. Then you had like a trading platform that still stays for me, like ATAS, and for Phil as well. Some guys prefer NinjaTrader or Sierra Charts, whatever you like. And then the third one always has been TradingView and maybe like some news kind of type, just quickly checking the news. And that all of those things are now being like combined into one software, and that's the terminal. So if I'm ever gonna talk about the terminal, that's it. So how basically is the terminal working? First of all, you all know your login space. And then on the left hand side, here is the menu space with all the different kind of things. You have the settings, the workspaces, which I'm going to talk about later in a video, especially then when it's getting to creating the workspace to your liking. And then the What's New tab, where you can always see like the recent versions, what has been like the newest one here. And then very important feature, support and feedback, as well as the marketplace, where you're gonna find things, add-ons, which will provide to you, such as connect your own AI to your journal via the MCP server, or use our trading coach personalized to your liking, and then the mentor access as well, which comes in a later update. Yeah, that's basically all about the menu thing here. So I would say let's immediately dive into the settings, because those are very important. So first of all of those, or most of those windows, are very like drag and drop sizable, so you can drag them wherever you want, so that there is nothing in the way by any time of the time using the software. And here is the language one. That's the first setting, so you can choose it to your liking. The English and the German one are quite properly transcribed, the other ones aren't, so that's why it says beta here, but just choose them. I've gone through all over them, and in 99% of the time it's working, so it's gonna stick back to English. Then the UI scale, and that's something important feature for me, because if you have your terminal on a, let's say you have a smaller screen, you can make it like bigger overall by setting the UI scale to 110%, 125, or if you have like a big screen and you have good eyes, set it to 80%. And this theme kind of thing here down there is not important right now. We only provide the dark version right now. Then the second one, voice notes. And exactly guys, we do provide a transcribed voice note kind of local speech to text system, which isn't your like the things you're like speaking into it, is not going to any software or like some server kind of online and will be downloaded back again. No, it's all local on your, it's all local running on your laptop, PC, on your workstation. Yeah, so if you like to do that, and in the later videos, and I can highly recommend you using it, in the later videos I'm going to show you how to use it. So enable that. And then the spoken language, mine is set to German. You set yours to whatever you like. I can highly recommend it just using some preset ones. By that you have a better transcription. And then set it to either the quality better or faster. And here you can type in some custom vocabulary, so that the transcribe software better knows what you actually mean. And here down there's the dictation hotkey. And dictation hotkey is very important, because what I like to do is when I'm trading, and I'm going to show you the live desk later on, this system, what I like to do is I like to transcribe, talk into it, and the more I talk into it and try to get my thoughts together, what is currently going on with the trade, the better it will be for the future connections to either like the MCP AI or to Ray, which is our built in-house AI. And the more data you gather by either speaking or writing down, the better and more precise answers you're gonna get. And it's kind of a mirroring effect there, if you know what I mean. So that's how I have my dictation hotkey also set to a short key. Then screenshot area, very, very important one as well. You have probably been familiar with this auto screenshot target in the low here. And that's something which is important for the entry and exit pictures, but we also do provide you a screenshot hotkey. For example, if I click this screenshot hotkey, Ctrl+Shift+S, you can see it will open something like this here. And yeah, I can click on save screenshot then. And if I would be in a trade right now, let's go back to it. If I would be in a trade right now and would choose the screenshot, it will be automatically attached to the open trade. You can see here that's enabled. That's how I like to use this function here. And then this feature here, sync screenshots to the cloud, is as per default set to disabled. Why? Because if you do use our AI or the MCP server, the data has to be stored on our safe servers in Frankfurt, Germany. They are GDPR certified, so there is definitely security set to the highest standard, but just some people don't like that their screenshots are being lying on some kind of a server where the AI can read it out. So this setting would be enabled or disabled. In per default disabled. If you are totally familiar with this, you can keep that enabled. And now this diagnostic file here is just for if you face any issues, and that's something which was very, very important to me while building the software and still developing it and getting feedbacks overall from the community. It was like to provide you a smooth kind of experience with some support problems or like with getting in touch with the support. And that's why I implemented this feature here about the diagnostics. Open the log folder. We're gonna see it here, that's the log folder. Or export the log. Okay, it says error, but anyway, it's not big of a problem because just open the log folder and you're gonna see this log here, and it will automatically be attached if you have any problems with some settings. So now coming to the display, and this is about the widget content size. So you can see all of those numbers in here being kind of small. If you want to only have those numbers bigger, you can scale them here, as you can see. Of course, you also have to drag the widgets then to your liking, but this will be discussed later on. So just set it to something you like, which is big enough but not too big. That's this tab. Okay guys, now we're on something very important, and that is the strategy area. So why is that important? So basically, let's say you want to backtest your strategy in ATAS, NinjaTrader or Sierra charts. You will gonna first create yourself a strategy, and then you will gonna take the trades, and you're able to choose the trades you want to. They are automatically being like stored in your database, in the local database from the terminal, and then you're able to select which of those trades you want to see in your widgets over here in the EdgeBook journal. So you can access them, you can click on done, and then you see more trades are being added, and then you only see here, this one is selected here, you only see from this specific low volume node breakout strategy the trades, like, and all the criteria, the benchmarks, etc. So by that you have like an in-depth analysis of how good the backtest went, and you can just see this all. And yeah, if I'm gonna disable this here, you can see all of those things are being changed again. So that is how you would probably backtest a strategy. And if you delete those, no worries, no trade is being deleted from the database, but instead they are always being stored. And you can, if you create another strategy, for example, let's say test 1, edit, and I select this, you see currently empty, and I can add them to my liking, then trades I've taken, and then I click on done, and you see all of those widgets are being set to your strategy. Delete this, and you're back in the main journal. Then coming to the next part, and of course we also provide you a risk manager, which is called our tilt guard. That's kind of a smaller window here in the lower right hand side corner, and it will be triggered whenever your trade, either your max daily loss or the trade limit per day, is being reached. So definitely make sure to set them to your liking. You can also enable trigger every time, so that not only you see it once and maybe you over trigger, but instead it will come back every time you're gonna take a trade, every time the terminal, or better said the EdgeBook, is recognizing a new trade, a new activity, then it will trigger this window on the lower right hand side here as well. So yeah, and then we also provide a prop firm early warning. Prop firm early warning is quite simple. If you are nearby a drawdown, you will also see this warning sign, just with a different text on it. That's the risk tool, or as I like to call it, the tilt guard. So now coming to the setup. So regarding the setups, what was very important to me, because most guys or most trading softwares, trading journals out there aren't comparable to ours. Why? Because they aren't as flexible and as customizable as ours is. So what do I mean by that? So first of all, you have your general rules, which are, for example, I like to have like my session plan written before they open, or that I only use stop orders to enter the market, or wait for high volume confirmation. So those are my general rules I like to tick, maybe like on a daily basis, or maybe they're like too specific, but you can set them up here, and you can either delete them and add some new, and you will gonna tag them later on, and the AI and whatever you're gonna use then for analyzing how you behave is able to read them out and is able to give you a very detailed analysis. So then the second one is all about the setups. Don't get confused with the setups and the strategies. Strategies is only for the widgets, and the setups is for your trades, for the setups you take. For example, if I'm a breakout trader, I want to trade this breakout here and have some rules. For example, I want to see volume expansion of the break. So there's like a volume which is being accumulated, and they're holding this kind of a volume and not falling back, getting back into the range. That's, for example, a rule I'm gonna take when I'm in a trade and when I'm gonna journal during the trade. Then those are some other rules, and you can choose whatever you like. You can set them up, you can create various kinds of setups, and of course, again, you are able to filter after them from the widgets and with the AI. Yeah, now coming to the tags. And these tags here, you can compare them to some other prop firms or some other journals talking about psychology kind of tracking and stuff like that. And I started one step back, which was like, I wanted to provide you the general foundation for this option, which is through the tags. So you can choose categories to your liking, whatever you want. Tagging, extreme entry emotion, you can have like FOMO, you can have like calm, annoyed, whatever, and you can filter after all those tags later on. And again, the more you tag, the more you use them, the more you click on them, and the more you fill out this EdgeBook journal, the more data you have and the better your analysis gets about yourself and about your behavior as well. So that's the tag system. Then the account system. And the account system is something very interesting because normally all the accounts are automatically being added because of the EdgeBook bridges. You know, the indicator, if you can remember, the indicator for each your trading software automatically names them and logs them in here. For example, let's say I have my Apex account. This is this one here from the NinjaTrader test account. If I want to change a different name, I can say Apex 50 or 25K account, even like create a starting balance. And this number here is the very important one because this is stored to your kind of a broker account. You can also select which of those accounts, prop account live or demo. Again, the more data you give the system, the better it is and the more precise it gets. And you can also see like if you have any errors with your trades and it says like no P&L, those have just been some test trades for me internally, you can manually tag them, write them down. But if you don't have any issues with like any trades, you can just keep them as that and definitely be sure that everything is fine and is correctly logged. Yeah, this is the account setting here. And if you want to delete some accounts, you can do. You see also before they are totally being deleted from your laptop or from your local database, they are first going into the trash, as you can see here. So you can either restore them or you can finally delete them, permanently delete them. Okay, and now it's away. So next thing, commissions. So first of all, most softwares deliver you the commissions through them or by them. And if they don't provide that, you can manually set it to your like. For example, if I know my Bitcoin USDT per Binance is having like $2 per opening or $2 per loss, I can set that here, or I can filter by account and choose it by that. For example, let's say what is this one here? Yeah, if for example I want to use a different one, you can see that's the Sim1 account from Sierra Charts, and the instrument is automatically being like filtered or read out, and which is being shown here. And then I can just type something in and it will store that and will automatically change all the calculations and will add that into your widgets, into your journal. So now instruments tab. This is the instruments tab here. Again, all the instruments are being automatically read out, but if you trade like something crazy, you can add them here: symbol, tick size, and the tick value. For example, tick size is, you can see the tick value through the tick size. It's saying everything down there. For example, for one tick on the NQ is 0.25 or 0.25. And that's basically how you will gonna type them in here and make sure that it's set. But 90%, 95% of all the futures and different kind of symbols are automatically being read out here. And now the next and very important kind of thing here is the import trades setting, but I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm gonna explain that later in a video. Just for your understanding, we currently provide a deep and secure import process for all of these three softwares here. And like either ATAS, you can see all the trades, accounts are being loaded. I can change it to ATAS Classic, both. I can even read the backups as far as they go, because ATAS also only stores, I think, not more than 3 months or 4 months in the back, in the past. And here the NinjaTrader as well. You can also see like the path, change the path here. Then again, the accounts automatically being seen with the entry, the exit symbol, everything perfectly fine in here. Or Sierra Charts. For Sierra Charts, it's a little bit more difficult. You first have to export the TXT file, and after that, you're only able to click to read them through, check them out. But after you have done that and you filled out everything of those things, you're good to go, you're set, and you're able to see your trades in this widget here. And then one of the last kind of a setting things here is the data setting here, which is basically all about the data. If you say, okay, this software isn't for me, even though I don't think so, you can export your JSON, export your trades via a JSON file or like a CSV database. And if you want to permanently delete some trades, for example, like the last month or all trades, and you want to totally restart again, and you definitely want to delete the database, click on all trades here. Then you definitely have to type in delete, and then it is totally being deleted. And now one step more, if you totally want to get rid of the PFT-EdgeBook, even with your sign-in credentials, you can do that. You also have like a 30-day kind of a time frame for you to maybe like change your mind. If you do not want to delete your whole account, everything, but if you do want to, type in delete account as it says here, and you are able to delete it. If you are deleting it, you can still say, okay, I do want to keep my account. Currently it will be flagged and will be deleted even in our database after 31 days. But if I want to say keep my account, it will be stored again, and as it's already saying down there. Now the last of those settings here is the alert pop-up, which is all about the news. We also do provide news. We get them from Forex Factory, I think. So the most important things every trader has to consider on a daily basis are like high impact news or medium impact. You can filter them out, medium and up or all, and you will be warned with a window coming up down there and an alert sound. You can also change the volume as well after like 5 minutes prior to the news event, or 10 minutes, whatever, choose it to your liking. And here you can also see on which monitor it will be displayed. If it is say primary display, that will be where this window will be, but you will not gonna miss it. This setting here is for how long this pop-up will appear. Yeah, so far so good. That was the setting area. Now I want to quickly talk about how to use the EdgeBook with all of its different kind of features and the user experience overall. So basically what was very important for me and for Phil as well, which and that was basically like it has to be a smooth kind of experience for you guys, but also quick to set it up. So what did we do? First of all, we have here our tab. If you want to have like several tabs for like different monitors, you're totally fine. You can choose them up there. As you see, if you want to detach it into a new window, you can do it by this here. Then you choose the modules, whatever you want here, that's possible. If you are double tapping on it, you can also change the name of it. For example, let's say that's just like the news tab. Great, that we're gonna stay as that here. From now on, I'm gonna close it, close the window. Yes, I want to close this. So now we are back at this. If I want to add another EdgeBook or like another kind of module, what we provide, these are the widgets and this here are the modules. So you see the pop firm module, charting, news, community module. That is what we all provide to you. So if you now want to like add a new module, you can either do that by this clicking on this plus here, or on somewhere up on this bar and the right click, and this window will pop up. So you can hover over it, add module, use a module. You can rename this one here, replace this module. You can clone it, you can open it in a new window, in a new tab, or close it. From now on, let's click on add module and let's say I want to have a charting. And yes, we also do provide charting, but only trading view charting. So basically that's a trading view which you know from using it on the browser. So you can also like connect your account to it. You have all your different kind of templates in here. And if you want to have this charting here docked to your journal, just make a left click somewhere here. You can see you can hover it here. You can either maybe like make it like that. Again, if you hold somewhere around here and you can see it on my cursor, then this hand will pop up. Again, hold the left mouse and hover it on the right hand side. You can see it will pop up as that. Currently, of course, the EdgeBook is not properly set right now, and you can do that by maybe like setting it up first, and then afterwards the last thing you're gonna do is like creating the EdgeBook to your liking, or you will do that first and just add it and click on compact, and you're totally okay with all the different widgets now not being in the perfect place, but they are there. So that's the charting widget. Then we also have a prop firm widget. You can see that here. You can add accounts, prop firm, some presets currently provide, then some plans from them, what they provide. You can evaluate them if you want to use a custom one. You can set it up here, choose a trading account, which will be all the trades which you do and you take through this account will also be added to this specific prop account feature here. Yeah, so that was this kind of setting here. Again, choose it whatever you like and then click on create. All the targets down there, the minimum trading days, how much you want to do, how much is your, what is like the rule for that, and you will gonna see a full explanation of that here. Those are just some demo kind of trades. So yeah, that's that. And you have like a deep insight whilst having all your settings right. Maybe like doing the prop firm over here, and you can see it. And down you can see this one here. Have the trading view open. Then you can drag all these things here very smoothly. You can see it here. And then the next thing is the news option, and here you can see all the news just from today or this week. And 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, you can filter by country as well, but just gonna keep that here. And you will gonna see, okay, what is today, Monday, August 24th. Okay, great, we don't have some high impact news. I can only filter for some 3-star news. When are they appearing? Wednesday, core PCE. Okay, Fed Chair Walsh speaking, definitely some high impact news event. Yeah, and that's the news tab. And then we also provided the community tab. You can see the Discord app will be open, so you can log in there. Again, it's a Discord online, so you have all the features you know from Discord, except from calling your friends and having like some voice chat, voice conversations, and some video conversations and live streaming. That's the only thing which is not working with the browser Discord app, but apart from that, all the other features are definitely working. And that's what basically we provide right now. It was very important for us to try to build one software and the only software you need, like next to your trading software. And yeah, that's basically what the PFT terminal is. That was now a very in-depth kind of explanation of these things here. And in the next video, I'm gonna talk about how to import your trades. That's the first thing, how to set it up to your liking, all the software, and where to find some special informations for each individual trade. And then in the 4th video series, and the video afterwards, I'm going to show you how to journal max. And yes, you heard right, because what we provide is something totally different you aren't used to at all, and which is definitely by far the greatest you have seen from anyone else. And so definitely make sure to check that out. Thanks for staying until the end here, but again, rather provide and rather like use the time, put the time in right now, and later on you will gonna have some great experience with the software. instead of not knowing how to properly use it. But that's what the software is currently providing. Thanks for tuning in, and I wish you a great rest of the day. See us in the next video.